Well, this next story, I'm going to give credit to George W., regular P1 emailer who found this and sent it in. He said he really likes the use of language in this story. He said to him it sounded a bit fishy. Mm. The Coast Guard announced earlier this week that they have suspended the search for a missing diver off the coast of Florida. It said, here's what we know. 37-year-old Timothy O.B. disappeared on Saturday spearfishing with a couple of friends approximately 45 miles off the coast of Jacksonville. This is what's known in the business as foreshadowing.
Yeah. Take time.
The Coast Guard recovered diving equipment that matched Obi's 250 yards from the last place his friends saw him. I guess they had a dive marker on their boat. According to the Coast Guard, and this is a quote, the condition and location of the man's gear is, quote, consistent with a suspected marine predator encounter.
Squalus. We've got a large squalus.
Shark. A big one.
Are you sure? Was it a barracuda?
You yell barracuda. Everybody says, huh? What? You yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Don't look now, Dave. We've played Jaws 2 days in a row.
I know it.
Yesterday during garbage time. Today, prime time.
Damn right, where it should be every day.
That's right. Could they do some sort of... Could they find the squalus in question?
And he's long gone.
And cut him open and maybe see if the diver's still alive.
Exactly.
See, they have a slow digestive tract.
That's right. That's what I'm suggesting.
Look, fellas, let's be reasonable, huh? This is not the time or the place to perform some kind of a half-assed autopsy on a fish. And I am not going to stand here and see that thing cut open and see that little Kentner boy spill out all over the dock.
There's a gentleman's named Kentner.
It's the mayor.
That's the mayor. Mm-hmm. You're the mayor of Shark City.
Cigarette in hand.
You're ringing the dinner bell, for Christ's sake. What you're doing here?
And a bather was injured.
There has been an incident. A bather was injured. Swimming a little far. Boat comes by. It happens, Martin. It happens. How will they kill it?
You're going to need a bigger boat.
That's Jaws. We have just played Jaws. We've just given you a sports wrap-up and played Jaws for the day.
Yeah.
Impressive. I'm
this
sorry.
Poor guy was supposed to be a 20-minute trip. He never came home.
20 minutes.
Don't climb in.
No, he got in the water.
Well, that's where you, if you spearfish, you got to get in.
Got to get in the water.
Cage goes in water.
Man goes in cage.
Man goes in cage. Sharks in water.
Sharks come cruising. Just today, I was reading about how to survive a shark attack. Because yesterday, we've had, the last 2 days, there have been stories of people being attacked by sharks. And one of them, the guy died.
Yeah.
Both of them, they
yes,
died.
it was the one I remember the most was the guy who was spearfishing off Jacksonville, Florida.
Yep.
And he was with a couple of buddies, and they found his equipment. Mm-hmm. And the Coast Guard said it was consistent with a marine predator.
That's right. He never said the word shark.
Correct.
You don't want to cause a panic here.
No.
The large squalus.
A predator in the waters.
Right.
Injuring bathers.
It is Shark Week on Discovery, and there are some stories coming up. But I've never seen this before. How to survive a shark attack. If you are in water and a shark does attack you, and they had an expert say there are 5 keys, and the first is don't panic. Remain calm.
Absolutely.
All right, next.
Oh, my God. I'm going to panic for everybody around me.
Yeah. Panicking puts a shark in predatory mode. It starts to fight back. If you're nervous, it'll go after you.
They can sense that in a human?
What he says.
They don't encounter us that
They
much.
can probably sense it in a living
being.
Oh, you biting me? That's okay. Oh, no big deal. Well, you got to start fighting it off.
Right.
He does say to do that, though, if it bites. Basically, he says if there's a shark in the area, it doesn't mean it's going to bite you. Calmly walk out of the water.
Sure.
If it's around you, it doesn't.
But if you're spearfishing, well, like this guy was 40 miles off the coast of Florida, what can you do? I mean, I guess you can try to get back to the boat, but if you splash around, they'll notice you.
He says, the expert says, make eye contact.
Please.
So if your head's above the water, go down and make eye contact.
Make eye contact.
Oh, hey, you, come over here. I love all this.
Look him dead in the eyes.
Sure.
Look at me.
Square,
Look at me.
right here. Square in the eye. According to this shark expert on Discovery Channel, sharks respect assertiveness. If he says if you see a shark in the water near you, make eye contact, push it away. They'll respect that from you. It's Like, oh, all right.
Now that I almost understand.
Well, sure.
Yeah, I understand
But
that.
they're billion-year-old creatures, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Nobody knows how long a shark lives.
They don't.
Whatever you do, don't play dead. If they start to attack you, do not just like lay there in the fetal position.
Don't worry.
This is when they say fight back. If it does make an
Are we
attack,
punching in the nose or in the eye?
first two, eyes then nose. Go after the eye. Go after the snout, which
Gills?
they say sensitive. Gills were next. Those are the three. You've got it. You've got it. The expert says the eyes, the nose, the gills are good targets. Stick your finger in the eye. Stick your finger up its nose. Hit it.
It's a Stooges shark. If you have a meringue pie, use that.
Exactly. Whatever you have at your disposal. After the attack, assess your injuries. And if you've been bitten, let's say in the arm, raise your hand above your head and walk out of the water.
I think I've been
You won't be able to yell because there's blood pouring out of your
Yeah,
mouth.
you'll be losing consciousness for the blood.
Walk out of the water swiftly.
Yeah.
Swiftly out of the water with your hand.
Somebody pass me a white claw.
After the shark bite, get help immediately, but try not to splash because more commotion and more blood will draw more sharks. So don't do that.
Well, this is good stuff.
Yeah, that's what
I
he
should
said.
you should use it like a college quarterback and keep it around your wrist on your. On your see, step one, don't panic.
All right, yeah, I got
Skip down.
Kendra's on the line to talk about shark sightings. Kendra, how are you?
Hey, Kelly, I was just telling Biggie. You remember when I called in a couple of weeks ago and said I had vacationed in Charleston and then we went down to Hilton Head. I was telling Biggie probably at least 5 times while we were there, we had to be called out of the water because of shark sightings. I mean, those lifeguards were working overtime.
Whoa.
And I was like, "What? How do you know?" I know. I walked up to one of them eventually. I said, "How do you guys know?" He said, "Well, first of all, you'll see fish jumping up out of the water rapidly in one particular area." He said also that part of the water will become very dark. That lets you know that a shark is there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we were just in the ocean, out of the ocean, in the ocean, out of the ocean. I just finally just sat in the beach chair. I just didn't go back in. It was just like every 30 minutes.
Smart move. Smart move. And that you just gave 2 great factoids. Look for fish jumping out of the water and look for the water to become dark, and you know the shark could be in the area. I'm glad you called, Kendra.
Well, I've seen fish jumping, but I just attribute it to a bigger fish chasing them.
Yeah. Of course,
And it doesn't have to be the shark.
that doesn't have to. But, you yell barracuda. People say, huh?
We were in Florida over the 4th of July holiday, and we were having breakfast one morning close to the water, and everybody kind of got up and grabbed their phones and headed over to the pier. And the rumor was, I never saw it, but the rumor was it was a barracuda on the 4th of July.
Yeah. You said, huh? What? Give me another omelet.
That's right.
How about another souffle? The rest of these fools can go chase a barracuda.
Barracuda.
Kendra, thank you very much. I learned something. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.